Greetings, citizens, and welcome to the premiere episode of Star Citizen. My name is Derek Rux, and today I'll be giving you the scoop on the much-anticipated FPS Status update, including specifics about weapons, equipment, and the two maps that will be released with Star Marine. Now, first off, let's go over some of the basic details about Star Marine and what will be included when it does eventually release. The first iteration will be multiplayer only and include two maps, the Gold Horizons map for Marines vs. Outlaw, which will be 8v8, and the Astro Arena map for Sadaball, which will be 16 vs. 16. Now, the Gold Horizons map will feature human weapons only first, though CIG intends to add different manufacturers later on, which will include some alien technology. Your weapons will have customizable attachments and some improved animations. And in future iterations, you'll maybe be seeing some personal holograms, some deployable personal shields, and some medical devices. Now you have a choice between three character classes: heavy, medium, and lightly armored. And these will affect your speed, your agility, your stamina, your gun sway, pretty much everything. The light armored players will be able to get to the fight first, but the heavies will be able to stay in the fight longer. This will give us a variety of tactical options that, with other unique elements of Star Citizen, is likely to make for a very immersive and engaging FPS experience. Both maps have received visual updates, but the Astro Arena looks the most strikingly improved. They've added lights to the edges of the obstacles to make them easier to distinguish between, and the new color scheme looks much more pleasant overall. We've also been given the rules of Sadaball. Each team starts out by racing for control of a ball, which is located at the center of the map. The ball handler can choose to shoot, pass, or drop the ball and won't be able to use the stun gun while he's carrying it. And the round lasts until a point is scored, and a match is the best of 7 rounds. Now, a big part of Sadaball is the tactics around having to float from one place to the other. This also happens to serve as a test bed for zero-G movement both in Sadaball and in the persistent universe, which will be important for EVAing to other ships or stations, or if the gravity generator on the New Horizons map is disabled. This has come a long way, and I'm really pretty excited to try it out myself. Now, we do not have a release date for Star Marine. CIG had to overhaul the network backend and make other changes in the last few months that have changed a lot of the core infrastructure, so the version we eventually get will be the real, basic template that we will be updating from going forward, instead of a version that they already know they still have to make some major adjustments to. The reason we're getting a much more fleshed out version of Star Marine over Arena Commander is because this is one of the most attractive parts of the game. When Star Marine releases, everyone will be talking about how Star Citizen has a working dogfighting module and an FPS module, which will be combined for a final release to make the best damn space sim ever. If there's a lot of bugs, or if a lot of the core stuff was going to change soon, it would suck a lot of the thunder out of that release. And from what we're seeing now, I think it'll be well worth the wait. Another big part of the status update was the characters' clothing and animation reworks. The Outlaws look like they are from the same gang, and the Marines look like they're from the same outfit. We're getting animations for sliding, taking cover, and vaulting and climbing over obstacles, and that's just for ground combat. Part of the delay has also been because they've had to develop a whole separate set of animations for zero-G combat and play. And given that CryEngine 3 has never been specifically used for a lot of zero-G before, it's been a labor-intensive process requiring a lot of manual coding input. They've also had to develop a whole separate animation set for zero-G, and given that CryEngine 3 has never been specifically used for a lot of zero-G before, it's been a labor-intensive process. I'm glad they're putting in the effort, since grabbing onto and jumping from obstacles is going to be integral in the persistent universe. CIG added a lot of detail and layering to the clothing, making it so that damage is affected by what material it passes through. This lays the groundwork for really advanced character customization, allowing you, and maybe your organization, to really stand out in a crowd. And that covers the FPS Status update. A link to the update can be found in the description below. And while you watch some footage of the P-52 Merlin real quick, I just wanted to take a moment to thank my new subscribers. We passed the oh-so-lofty 10 subs goal, and we are now racing towards getting 100 subscribers. And it's all thanks to you guys. Let me know in the comments below what video content you'd like to see in the future, either for Star Citizen or Elite Dangerous, and make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Thanks again, citizens. This is Derek Rux, closing comms.